Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get back to... not the entrance, but close to it. This spot right here. Okay, I know there's an X here. Yes! And I'm missing quite a few bones, so yeah, I was right. There is a spot that I passed up on early on. Just gotta figure out where it is. Oh. Yeah, being really reckless there. Fire cat. Yep, knew it. Ah, again? Really? Yes! It finally happened! Yes! That is the glitch I was talking about! Finally! Finally got it to work. So yes, keep barking or tumbling into that thing or whatever, and it will just continuously burn, like just continuously catch fire. And yeah, it won't stop as long as you keep doing it. It figures practically the end of the game is when it would happen. Well, I say practically the end of the game. There's actually quite a few more videos left to make. There's only 2 levels left. But I still want to show off the... well, for one thing, I want to show off the sticker book. And for another thing, I want to show off all of the minigames. So, I guess what I'm really trying to say is the main game. That's what's almost finished. Wait a minute. Wait. Is this where I wanted to go? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Ah. Alright, that's the last of the pups. Now we just need 4 more bones. Monkey! Come on, die already. Stupid monkey. And there's the last of the bones! Yes! So yeah, you really want to utilize that map. Because, yeah, if you're a first timer at this, you are going to need it. It's quite easy to get lost here. I don't know why I feel the need to jump on those. The thing is, I mostly jumped on the other one because the action button wasn't showing up. But it still turned anyway. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe a lot of my games are glitched, so that's probably the problem. Well, it's not a problem per se. I know what you're supposed to do. But, yeah, the action button is supposed to come up. So, let's get out of here. And I just went in a circle. Awesome. Am I even going the right way? Alright. Time for the second to last level, and it's actually going to take place in DeVille Manor. Which is actually pretty interesting because the pups don't go there at all. Okay, well, this plot is non-existent in the film. This isn't the exact same plot, but still, we see DeVille Manor. But the pups don't go there. Alright, so like Tip said, one of the bandits is in the house, and it's actually Horace. So, like Lapel in the Spooky Forest, we're going to have to figure out a trap for him. And again, it's pretty much the same thing, just lead him there. But, when we see him, he's actually going to be asleep. So, the first thing we have to do is get him to wake up, and we're going to have to somehow summon him to the trap. So yeah, he's right here. And if you bark at the TV... Oh wait, let's get rid of this thing. Bark at the TV, and we see a headline. Or a spin into it. And yeah, if it passed up too quickly, it says dog napping. So, yeah, pretty much a reference to what's going on. Of course, it really doesn't even matter much anymore because 2 more levels and all the pups will be free. Them and the parents. Dipstick and Dottie. So, I know it's kind of odd that I brought up that the pups don't go to DeVille Manor. The pups really don't go to any of these places. They don't go anywhere, and they live in England, so of course they're going to go to London. But they don't... There's not that much exploration as far as any of these types of things. Because mostly what we see is just what happens in the first thing. Cruella pretty much wants to make a code out of them. It's just a bit more... I guess it's a bit more interesting in the second one. Because, for one thing, there's a pup that has no spots. There's a Dalmatian that has no spots, and she is the hero. She turns out to be the hero. And, for another thing, Cruella starts out hypnotized, and she's no longer the evil, fur-loving maniac from the first film. What am I doing? But we do see DeVille Manor. We see Fluffy, of course. I mean, of course, this is his debut. Like, he's not in any other movie. But, we see her take Fluffy home. We see her take him home, and, they do interact with Fluffy quite a bit. So... yeah, I wouldn't say Fluffy's character is too underutilized because Fluffy actually is the one that points out what Cruella's up to. So yeah, Dipstick's owner actually doesn't really find out what she's up to until Fluffy points it out. No, we're not done up here. Yeah, I think if you go back up to Tibbs, he'll say more without you having to push the button. But, yeah, just bark at the clock. And I think this is the last we see of Tibbs. I don't know if he shows up again in the level, but I guess we'll see when we're done. And if you bark at it beforehand, I'm not sure if it works. I think you have to talk to Tibbs first, but I'm not sure. loser. So yeah, I think that is the last of Tibbs. I don't think we see him again during this level, but we'll see. There's not too much more to this level, actually. But, actually, beforehand, I want to see if I can grab this. But yeah, it's interesting because, yeah, I'm sure I brought up the owner of Dipstick earlier. Her name was Chloe. And she, is that even how I get that? It's interesting because, spoiler alert, she actually ends up trusting Cruella. It's very brief. It is extremely brief. We only see it in, like, maybe one scene. No, I guess it's not how you get up there. But, yeah, it is really brief when that happens. But she puts her full trust in Cruella. And, of course, at the time, Cruella's no longer hypnotized and she's back to her old ways. But then Fluffy shows up and actually leads her to the room where Cruella keeps all of her fur. So it's actually because of Fluffy that Chloe finds out what Cruella's up to. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And, you know, Cruella locks her in that room, actually, when she finds out, and Fluffy gets her out. So Fluffy's pretty much a hero in the movie and in here. Well, in here he just gives you advice, but yeah, I did like that, you know, they give Fluffy, you know, a bigger role than you probably expect. So yeah, I have 16 lives, so I don't really need that life. But I do like that, you know, they give Fluffy such a... Okay, I wouldn't call it a huge role, but yeah, I do like that they do use Fluffy for, you know, something like that. It makes so much more sense that they brought him back in the game. Alright, so bark at these paintings, and you'll see something. And it's not all of them. I think most of them don't have anything behind them. You could already pretty much see this little spot glitching through the painting at first. Or you can see the crate anyway. You could see those bones, actually. I could already see them glitching through. But, yeah, bark at these paintings. They'll reveal something. And to bark at the other paintings, you have to come up here and push the circle button. I think one spot here might lead to the kitchen downstairs. Or maybe there's a spot you can fall down and it'll lead back up here. See, we jump in this chair and there's actually a painting in front of it. And this is in the bedroom. I mean, you don't have to do that to get in here. The door is open. So I don't really get the point of that, but... well, whatever. And right here is actually a shortcut. This will take you back downstairs. And I think you get a sticker for this. Let me see. Nope, no sticker. No. It's funny because I think I did mention that I thought the music for the factory level was... I found it kind of creepy, but I think a lot of people love the track. Really, they hate the level itself more than the music. But when I went online, I heard some people say that they were scared of this track. And yeah, I'm blabbering on and you can't really hear it that well. But yeah, just go on YouTube, you can find it just fine. Just type in DeVille Manor. Yeah, type in 102 Dalmatians OST, DeVille Manor, you'll find it. But I found it interesting that some people said they were scared of this track. They were scared of this level. And I'm not sure why. Okay, well, actually, I do know why. But, yeah, this isn't the one that scared me when I was a kid. I was scared of the toy factory, both the music and the level itself. And I guess maybe having devil toys here didn't help either.